Hey fam, what's good? Here taking my medicine, and I got this idea. Something's telling me to talk about medicine a bit. First, I'd like to say that I am a massage therapist. I have been schooled in many holistic arts like aromatherapy and uh, all different kinds of modalities that are natural and holistic. And the old medicine. I'm schooled on that, and my mom also had a lot of knowledge about plants and their healing properties as well. So I also would like to say that anything that I suggest here on this video is just things that I have done, experimented on my own self first, and then I've done myself probably. Yeah, I use myself as a guinea pig. That's what healers do. It's weird. We get a disease and then we're told, okay, cure it. Or find a cure to it, or find something to alleviate whatever's happening to you physically. So that said, I am not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional that can prescribe or diagnose any problems that you may be having personally in your own life right now. I'm just so that said, these are things that I've tried out myself. We all have different DNA, different genes, different this that. So I'm not, I can't. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I did and what I found relief. Some things that worked for me personally that helped me heal from the many things that have been thrown at me. So I don't know where to start. There's so many goodies out here. I could start with the when I first found out I had HIV. Uh, I was worried about my T cell. Back in the day, they only talked about the T cell. If your T cell was over 200, that meant that you had full blown AIDS. So when I went for my first test, first I found out everything was so slow back then, back in the 90s. So first you find out you had HIV, that took forever. It wasn't even a swab in 5 minutes. It took 2 weeks just to find out if you had HIV. Then after that, they did a T cell count and a viral load count. So when I found out I had HIV, I had just finished massage therapy school and had gathered all this knowledge and stuff. So it was like, it's God's plan, and I'm not even mad. I'm just like, wow, you know. So yeah, I finished massage therapy school, and boom, I got sick. Had something called like chicken pox or something, and the guy said, oh, check your viral or what, check your status for HIV. Boom, 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 and found out I had full blown AIDS when I got my first viral load and T cell count. My T cell, but like I was saying, before that, when I found out I had HIV, I immediately started doing and using the things that I learned in massage therapy school and things that I learned in the past. Uh, I had to heal myself. Lucky for me, I had always been one to go to the gym and keep my body healthy and try to eat the right things, and I was always very physically active. So I was doing gym, and I mean, my body was pretty strong at the time when I found out I was sick, that I had HIV. And it's funny because I was attributing my body aches that I was getting from probably the HIV to no pain, no gain from being in the gym and working out and stuff. So, and it was a massage therapist. I said, this might be visceral. And I was like, okay, something was off. And anyway, the thing is that push came to shove. And by the time I found out I had HIV, and then I was like, okay, I got to start doing all these things that I remember to try to save myself before I even get my first viral load. I ain't waiting that long. I'm not going to sit there, oh, I got HIV. No, I went to work. I said, I thought the first thing you have to do is you want to live. You want to be able to live. I wanted to live. I had just finished massage therapy school. I want to heal people. That's why I did this. And boom, now I had to save my own life. And in the process, I was going through something too with my AT&T, which is it's in another story that I have going on. But all this is happening at once. Talk about Talk about tower moments. It's like boom, 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 boom. I'm alive. I'm ready to start a new career. Boom, I'm gonna die. You know, the doctor told me if you after my first test, if you do have AIDS right now, you have about 2 years to live. This is in 95, 96, 95. Anyway, the point was I got to work and I started taking what I learned in massage therapy school was something Essiac tea. And this is, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying I just want everybody, this is the only thing I'm going to actually show the label to that I took Essiac tea. It's Cassie spelled backwards because the nurse, Renee Cassie, got a recipe from the Native Americans in Canada that they said cured everything. And she used this tea, this remedy, to help cancer patients. And no one said, just like nobody can say weed is curing cancer or whatever, the stuff that, this doesn't cure cancer, but it sure has helped a lot of people. So I started taking this immediately. I was like, you know, they called it the gay cancer at one time. Remember that one? So let me try taking some Essiac. I started taking Essiac, and then the universe put somebody else in my life that said, have you tried taking trace minerals? It'll jump up your T cell count. And right away, I researched it a bit, and I took the thing called Bearish drops. Like I said, I'm not promoting anybody. I'm not getting any money for this. I don't want any money in this. I just want people to learn and to see what the things that I did. So like I said, I started taking Bearish drops, trace minerals, water from the ocean, trace minerals. Another trace mineral is colloidal silver, which everybody's like, oh, that sounds like QAnon. And no. Colloidal silver, before Trump even ran for president or existed, we knew that trace minerals bring up your immune system. They boost your immune system. So, you know, I started taking trace minerals, and when I finally got my first test back from the doctor to see my T cell and my viral load, he said, this is really weird. He said, your T cells are 157. That it was under 200, so I was diagnosed full-blown AIDS. Okay, you got full-blown AIDS, but your viral load is only 10,000, which means that what I was doing was actually killing the virus. And my T cell must have been really low because it just went up to 157. So somewhere along in the mix, it was either my the combination of my health and knowledge and wanting to live that I was able to, I'm still alive today. This happened in 1996, 20-something, almost 30 years later. I'm still here, son. Yeah, almost 30. I don't even want to count anymore. I'm on borrowed time, I thought, since then on. But it's like, yeah, I mean, these things work for me. I saved my own life with knowledge, with people being put in my life that showed me these things. And I did not know at the time why. I thought I was going to help other people. I was like, yeah, I'm going to save other people. And help. And here I am. Oh, my God, wait. I got to save me first. I got to do it on me first. So I have no problem with that. And like I said, I wasn't in bad shape. So I started doing these things. And just some things that you might want to research. I'm going to drop a couple of links here on this video and give you a little more information on each of the things that I speak on here, so that you can do your own research. I plant seeds, and that's just what you do. And then you find out on your own the research or not. If you find something more updated, something that's new, that maybe I mentioned that it's not on par, that's closer to the truth, post it on here. Let me see. Because the first sign, like I said, the first sign of intelligence is knowing you don't know everything. So things might have changed. There might be a better way. There might be an easier way. Maybe that's, you know. But I'm just saying what I did for me that worked for me and why I'm still here after I was supposed to be dead many moons ago. I'm still here. To much to their dismay, I am still here. And so anyway, that's in the colloidal silver. There was too much talk about that with QAnon and stuff and people turning blue. Of course, what I do is I take 10 BP. And I don't do that 30 because that's when you can take too much and start turning blue. So you avoid that. You know, too much of it is not good. So I've been able to heal other things with that. The eye infections, I get eye infections from wearing contact lenses. By putting, so I put silver right in my own eye, and the infection was gone. And then I went to the eye doctor later, and they said, that's where the infection is gone, but you have a little bit of a irritation, and here, have a couple of this stuff so you can, But there was no infection, so it cured an eye infection that I had as well. And also, another thing that I had anemia at one point, and what I started doing, they wanted to give me these iron pills that were nasty and making, you know what I'm saying? I mean, start pooping tar and shit. And I don't need that shit in my life. So I researched another way to help anemia. That's something I always knew, that green vegetables, like chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is research chlorophyll. I take a couple of dropperfuls in some water, and it's like eating an entire bathtub of vegetables, green vegetables, which brings up your red cell count, and you don't have the anemia. I didn't have an anemia after that. They were like, "Oh, are you taking the whole?" Yeah, sure I am. Wow, your anemia's gone. I know. I researched and I did it another way that's not going to overload me with something that maybe my body doesn't want to process later on. Let's do things naturally that go along. Our bodies can heal from anything. You know, our bodies, our minds, everything is connected. So a lot of this has to do also with your desire to want to live and fight and live for to do some good the next day. What else is there to do? You know what I mean? Uh, this is fight to live another day, honey. And it's like the chlorophyll is good for if you have anemia, you're tired. And like I said, the tea tree oil. Now the tea tree oil is another thing. It's like antifungal that I've used for. Like if you get cuts, you know how people right away they want to put Neosporin or some shit like that. That only makes more of a mess in my eyes. If you're not allergic to melaleuca, what I do, a couple of drops of tea tree oil on any cuts. Even silver is good for that too. Colloidal silver, whoop, drop some silver on there. And the ability of your body to heal itself is amazing. You can see it. I've seen it heal in just a couple of days and everything is gone. As to their way of doing it, you're going to be having that green Neosporin and all that nasty shit for a good week before that even starts drying up. You're supposed to dry it up. I don't. The whole thing with Neosporin, I don't understand. Maybe it works for you. I'm so happy for you, but I just didn't like it's messy. These oils are dry things up quick, and the colloidal silver is not messy. It's just like water. It's even tasteless. You could even put it in your mouth. And I've actually put tea tree. It's very, your skin is sensitive. Don't do this. Put tea tree oil right around your nose. If you start getting any sinus infections, and that helps heal it also. There's little things like that I do to avoid doctor visits, and anything to avoid doctor visits, and more pills, big pharma pills that my body will have to process through my liver, and it might affect something else while they're trying to fix something that I could do typical, something easy that we can do for ourselves that's healthy and natural. You can heal your own body instead of going down there on their time, insurance money, pills, ointments, this, that, and the other, follow-up appointment, how you doing, about another fucking visit. No. I don't have time for that. We don't have time for that, especially when we know that there's other ways to skin a cat. Okay? Like I said, not diagnosing, not prescribing. These are things that I've done that I hope will help you in the future if you ever need this, if it should ever arise and you're curious and I'm going to try this. I know I wasn't told to do it, but I'm going to try it. Just do it. See what happens. Okay? But like I said, always check with your doctor first and before you try anything anyway. All right? Peace.